In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Dear friends and fellows, each one of us need to make our life better. Each one of us need to improve our life. Yes or not? Indeed, yes. And those who are not, interested in making their life better, and those who are not interested in changing their life, I think they will repent and regret later on in their life. They will think that they have become a failure. Their life is quite a failure. So I think that we need to protect ourselves from a situation like that one, and we need to change our life. We need to change our life, and we need to do that on a constant basis. We need to do it regularly, and we need to do it positively. And that is going to be the topic of our today's discussion. We have chosen a beautiful article on the subject as well. We have chosen a beautiful article on the subject as well. And this article has been authored by Holly Burns. Holly Burns is a known researcher and author. And as far as today's article is concerned, he has given it the caption of Six Small Habits That Will Change Your Life Forever. Six small habits that will change your life forever. It is these are the small habits, but these are the power to change our life and to change our life forever. Isn't it very important? Very, very important indeed. Now let's look upon these six items, these six small habits which can change our life forever. First of all, he says written goals. We need to write our goals. We need to write our goals. Writing our goals is very important indeed. Having goals is important, but those who don't write it, they are not as much committed psychologically as those who have written it and those who watch it, visit it repeatedly quite often. It is like a kind of, if at all we make an agreement with someone else, what we do is that we put it on a paper, and on what type of paper? On usually which is called the stamp paper, because those paper are very important. We put it on the stamp paper, and then we keep it, because if at all any of the parties violate it, so the other person will be able to litigate them or somehow seek justice. So written goals, I think it makes a big difference. Those who don't write our goals, I think that we need to write our goals. Written goals, first of all. Number two is create systems to achieve goals. Create systems mean plan, design it. What is the strategy? What is the way to reach your destination? That is important, because on the one hand we need to determine, we need to identify our destination. On the other hand, we need to develop a route. Which route will be taken? What I need to do? What are the small things which I need to achieve if at all I want to achieve this final target of mine? What are the small steps to take? What are the small things to achieve? What are the small goals, sub goals to achieve, so that I am able to achieve my chief goal, prime goal? So set a system, create system to achieve goal. Number three, use the Pareto principle to filter for what is most important. What is this Pareto principle? It is like 80-20 rule. Mean 20% of the activities produce 80% of the result, and 80% of the activities produce 20% of the results. So we need to identify what are those 20% which create the 80% of the results. So that is the Pareto principle, and we need to apply it here. Number four, say no to almost everything. Say no to almost everything. What is this? you know there are plenty and myriad of things which are unnecessary, useless, and but the temptation is there to do that. So impulses are there from inside, and the temptations from outside to do that. I think that we need to be very careful about that. We shouldn't be indulging in the unimportant things at all. Rather, we need to maintain, we need to make, and we need to retain our focus on the most important things. Number five, value your time as most valuable asset. Value your time as most valuable asset. Our time is the most valuable asset indeed. Why? Because the time is life. Because the time is life. Time is very, very important indeed, and we cannot afford to ignore it at all. And for that reason, I think that we should be very careful and cautious about that, about our time, and we should be making every effort to utilize our time in a better manner. And this time, if at all it is utilized in a better manner, if at all we have treated it in a better way, I think that it will produce great results. you know Value your time as the most valuable asset. The lost is, get a little better every day. Mean we need to improve it on a daily basis, and that will make us much closer and to reach our goal, to reach our destination. Because if at all we are not improving, we are already reclining, we are already going back, we are already depreciating, we are already demoting ourselves. So for all of those reasons, if at all we want to protect from all of that, we need to improve ourselves on a regular and on a daily basis. So these are the 6 habits which can bring a permanent change, a change forever in our life. So a positive change forever in our life, I think we must be paying heed to it, and we must be paying proper attention to it, because it has the capacity and the capability and the power to make our life for better. Thank you. Jazakallah.